People looking for a partner, especially someone they might want to spend the rest of their life with, have different needs. I do believe, though, that there are some traits that all men look for in a woman they love more than the thought of being single. 1. She has a kind heart. It was tough for me to decide what word to use for this. Care? Nurturing? Having compassion? Warm? Kind? But warm-hearted refers to someone who is all of those things. I think that good men should do everything they can to make the women in their lives feel safe, but I also know that men want to feel cared for or looked after. Men don't have feelings, society has made that idea up. But the truth is that we all have our problems, fears, and doubts. When he talks about these feelings, a kind person doesn't brush them off. Instead, she shows understanding, kindness, and support. She listens and asks what's wrong. On the other hand, this means that guys need to learn how to talk about their feelings in a way that gets through to her so that she can connect with you. She can't understand how you feel because she doesn't know what you're going through. 2. She lives on her own. Independent woman has a bad reputation these days, which supports the false idea that an independent woman doesn't need a guy. She doesn't, but that shouldn't be a problem. Independence means you can take care of yourself and have faith in yourself. It shows that she has her hobbies, interests, and loves. Talking to a woman who has her ideas and thoughts will keep things interesting. She will make you think and be interested in how things work in the world. She will help you see things from a different point of view and be interested in the ones you share. Being on your own does not mean being cut off. This only means that you have two lives to stack on top of each other, instead of one person becoming part of the other. More pleasure and fun. 3. She looks good. Stay off your horses. Listen to me before you go to the comments. It's not about how you look, how you fit into a shape, how big you are, or how you look. Being hot is a state of mind. It shows what you want. It means being open to and connected to yourself. What it means is being able to fully connect with your partner in private in the ways that are most true to your relationship. Being ready to show the part of yourself that gets lost in the moment, that part of you that can close your eyes with anyone in the world and be one with them. Being sexy is all about the flirty looks, winks across the room at a party, and other fun things. It's not about how you look, but how you talk to someone. 4. You can count on her. How boring is reliability? You buy a Toyota Corolla because it's reliable, not because it's exciting. It's not flashy, sexy, or very interesting, but you know what? You know that when you walk outside in the morning and turn the key, that thing will start right up, no matter what it's been through. A good love partner is someone you don't have to think about. They'll be there for you when you need them. You know they'll be there for you when you need help, next to you when you need a friend, and in front of you when you need safety. They are solid, so you don't have to worry about whether they will do what they said they would do or cancel at the last minute. 5. She is helpful and caring. We are all on our paths through life, following our interests and figuring out who we are. But when we choose to be in a relationship, we promise to support someone else's journey while we go on our own. What kind of woman a man dates has a big impact on how successful he is. When someone sticks by his side and makes him feel backed and encouraged, he will stay driven to reach new heights, both for himself and for her. 6. She makes you feel safe in your skin. Men often don't talk about their thoughts or worries because they're afraid of being judged. People in our social groups, in public, and on social media all judge us. We are all being judged, both men and women. When we feel safe and secure in our relationships, we can fully express ourselves and know that we are accepted for who we are. This makes it possible for us to build a deep and important bond with someone because we are willing to show them the whole person. 7. She makes you think too much. This will inevitably lead to comments about how smart women scare men, but I think that a man who is comfortable and sure of himself would rather be with someone with whom he can have deep and stimulating talks. There is no other choice but to watch Netflix in silence or go to bed together when there is nothing more to say. It can be fun sometimes, but it's not a good way to build a relationship over time. 8. She gives you a place to feel wanted and needed. Listen to me before you get angry about this. Men are physically and socially wired to take care of and guard others. Although we don't have to do this for women anymore, it is a natural part of a man's nature to want to feel important by making a difference. On top of that, we are to be the ones who chase them everywhere, which can feel hopeless if they don't return the favor or recognize it. Even small things, like changing a light bulb or giving you help on a problem you're having, can make him feel like he's making a difference in a world where his job isn't always clear. He might end the friendship if he doesn't think he can add anything good to it. 9. She talks and shows love. There are a lot of guys who can't read between the lines or understand what other people are saying without speaking. We sometimes need things to be spelled out for us. In addition to that, we often show love and talk to each other by touching. You could hold hands, cuddle up on the couch, or put your hand on his chest. And, well, sex all makes us feel like you want us and find us beautiful. Men can easily feel unwanted or rejected if they can't connect with and express themselves sexually. 10. She wants to reach her goals. In life, the best teams are made up of two people who know who they are and what they want to do. If you can figure out a way for them to work together and help each other, that's extra points. 11. She is always the same. It's important to be consistent in a good friendship. You can't know what to expect from day to day if someone doesn't show you over time that they're serious. 12. She's nice. How does this person get along with kids? With animals? With their loved ones? It's important to think about things like intense chemistry during an emotional moment, being ready to try new things, and being excited about you and your life. But in the long run, they're just extras and not the main thing. When you take away everything else, take away the time spent at the gym, the high-end clothes, the fancy car, and the nice apartment in the city. The core of the person you are committing to is what you are left with. Do you think this person will still be there when you wake up in 5, 10, or 20 years? A great body and a beautiful face will both get wrinkles over time, but a good heart will always be good. 13. She is sure of who she is. No grown-up person wants to be with someone who gives up everything about themselves for the sake of a relationship. This can not only be too much, but it can also show that you feel dependent and unable to take care of yourself. A guy who wants an equal partner in his life is attracted to someone who knows who they are and what they stand for. 14. She cares about growing as a person. I think that every person should always be working to improve themselves. It shows that you respect and value yourself to take care of and improve both your body and mind. You can't pour water from an empty cup, so taking care of us makes it easier to care for others. It shows that we have standards for how we want to be treated by ourselves and by a partner. It also gives us the strength to connect with our inner strength as we are disciplined and consistent. A man who likes to make things better in his life will value a woman who does the same. 15. She's ready to put in the work. Work hard, work hard. You have to give and take in relationships, and some beautiful people feel like they deserve things as they go through life. A lot of the time, they get treated differently, especially when it comes to dating. They know that many people want and are interested in them, so they think they can coast through partnerships without having to do much. No matter how good looking or pretty you are, relationships are two-way streets and can only work if both people give something. 16. She likes to play. Think about all the important things in life. Your relationship shouldn't have to be pushed to the bottom of the list of things you need to do. When you're in a relationship, there are hard times. We should talk about important issues, make important choices, and live, relatively, important lives. So, being with someone who can be playful and fun is very important for keeping the balance. Someone fun, flirty, happy, and lively when the time is right. Not everyone is usually this way, but I think everyone has something they love or are passionate about, and when they're in the right mood, that love can light them up. When someone is always serious, it lowers your mood and makes it hard to enjoy the lighter parts of life. Simply put, life is too short not to include play in your daily routine. 17. She gets along well with you socially. It's not reasonable to think that everyone will always do well in all situations. Something you love about yourself might make your partner feel bad. Having said that, I think it's important to become flexible so that we can feel at ease in a range of settings. For family events, getting together with friends, or even work parties, this is a good trait to have. You will find yourself in many situations in life where having your partner by your side is important. If they refuse to do the things you love, it will quickly lead to arguments and maybe even anger. Being sure that they can mix and mingle on their own while you talk to someone or get her a drink will give you a lot of peace of mind. Don't break up with her if you don't always see all of these things in her. Since life is about changing and adapting, different parts of each person are shown to the world at different times. Finding someone you like, trust, and can count on is the most important thing. A well-rounded woman who wants to improve herself and the relationship is a rare find that you should treasure. It's not possible to make a list of short points that describe every person, and it's also not possible to make a list that everyone agrees on. But I think this is a good place to start. 18. She wants to go home. You can't measure or talk about this quality, which may make it the most important and powerful one. I think that at some point, everyone, no matter what they value or what stage of life they are in, longs to find that one person who makes anywhere feel like home just by being there. Sometimes the company and love of the person who picked you are the best things in the world. They are giving you their time, which is the most important thing they have. Don't take a good woman for granted. Someone will come along and respect her one day.